Shalom. This is Rabbi Mark Hillel Kunis and my taste of Torah for Parshat Mishpatim 57:81. Last week in the Torah we read about the giving of the Ten Commandments. This week's Parsha begins, Ve'ele HaMishpatim, and these are the laws. Rashi explains that the usage of and connects these laws that follow to what came before, notably the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments are really 10 categories under which fall all the Torah's 613 mitzvot. In Mishpatim, a whopping 53 mitzvot are presented. Wow! And these laws range the gamut from the laws of slavery, assault, theft, returning lost property, to regulations on loans, kindness to strangers, keeping kosher, the Jewish holidays. Among these 53 commandments, we find this one. In kesef talve et ami, et hei ani imach. When you lend money to my people, to the poor among them, treat them with respect and dignity. Translating talve as lend is accurate, but Rabbi Jonathan suggests talve is connected to love, which means escort, as in Levaya, a funeral where we escort the deceased to its final resting place. This would render our verse, if you think your money will escort you at your departure from this world, you are mistaken. It is the poor whom you have helped who will accompany you. In Pirkei Avot, Ethics of the Fathers, Rabbi Yosef ben Kisma taught, in the hour of one's departure, neither silver nor gold nor precious pearls accompany him, but only Torah and good deeds. The old phrase we hear so often, you can't take it with you, is not quite correct. We can only take with us the charity we gave, the chesed, acts of loving kindness we did. Our material things must be left behind, but ani imach, it is the poor whom we help that we take with us. Dale Carnegie was once asked how much was he worth. He replied, I can't tell you how valuable my properties and investments are, because their value fluctuates every day. All I can say about my worth is how much charity I've given. One more story. A businessman dies and goes up to that line that decides whether he gets into heaven or not. In front of him, he sees a man being asked to tell about the good deeds he has done. After he finishes, the angel in charge tells him to proceed through the gates and go into heaven. When it's the businessman's turn, he clears his throat and says, I didn't have much time for good deeds and haven't given much to charity. He then reaches into his pocket, takes out his checkbook and says, just tell me how much it'll cost and I'll write you a check. The angel looks at him and says, checks? Checks? Up here we don't take checks. Up here we only take receipts. As our verse says, et he'ani imach. In heaven they only take receipts. It's not a joke. It's true. Have a great Shabbos.